Good evening and welcome to the big giveaway exclusive to Diggers and Dozers Live. I'm your host, Mark Anthony. I'll be here for probably hours yet. We've got a lot to get through this evening and a lot of really great goodies to give away. So stay right here and we'll be right back after this. So here by my side, I've got several models, including one that is valued upwards of £100. I've got three very smart jackets, a bunch of hats, an exclusive drinks bottle, a goodie bag from Thwaites, and another goodie bag from Sleepner. All of that and probably more is up for grabs 100% free. And I'll tell you now, just as a bit of a clue, you might like to have open the websites of Kinsoffer, Repalo, Mackalac, Hyundai Europe, and Thwaites. But before we start, I just wanted to take a very quick pause. As we speak, there is a 20-year-old demolition worker fighting for her life after she was struck by a digger on a site in Essex last week. We're trying to raise money for the girl, Shannon Brazier, and her family, so we've added a link to a GoFundMe page below this video. I know times are hard, and you're here in the hope of getting something for nothing, and if you can't afford it, I really do fully understand. But if you can spare a few pounds, euros, or dollars, please hit the link below the video and give what you can. It's very possible that Shannon's family and friends are actually watching tonight. So let's all dig deep. Shannon is one of our own, and we look after our own in this business. So please do what you can. I will be referring to this throughout as it is important. So please forgive me if I start to sound like a broken record. Right, let's get started with the giveaways. To kick things off, I thought I'd do something really, really easy. We all like a nice cup of tea, right? Well, thanks to our friends at Make Minor Builders, I have here 10 packs of their strong and very manly tea to give away. The first people to answer the following question, and it's not even a question, will get one of those packs. To get the ball rolling, all I need you to do is type the word tea in the comment section below. That's T-E-A in the comment section below. All right, not seeing any answers on that one as yet, so I'll keep that one going. I'll probably refer to that one a little bit later on. Just a bit of a heads up. Whoever wins anything this evening, I am going to need your postal address. If you're lucky enough to win a prize, please send your postal address to the email address that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen there. It's markanthony1965@gmail.com. I want to make it clear I'm not Liam Neeson. I will not look for you and I will not find you. To get your prize, I'm going to have to rely on you to tell me where you'd like it sent. We've had a comment in there. Lee, yeah, you're in the prize winners enclosure. Well done on that. Good to see. I'm just going to throw it up on the screen. My friend Peter Haddock here, he's not offering to answer, but he is listening, which is good to hear. If you listen for a little bit longer, Peter, you'll know that you're banned anyway, not you specifically, but people of your ilk. If the technology is working, you should be seeing that email address scrolling across the bottom of the screen now. So I just want to make a few things clear before we press on. We are really hoping to sort of spread the love around tonight. So while we won't actually prevent anyone from winning multiple times, we hope you will give each other a chance as we get certainly to some of the bigger prizes. And if you're a journalist, a blogger, or a vlogger, or in Peter's case, a podcaster, you're banned. You get enough goodies as it is, although you may dispute that. Oh, and finally, while organising the giveaways tonight, I have stumbled across a few other bits and pieces like pens and key rings and that kind of thing. They're not enough to be a standalone prize in their own right, but I will chuck them in randomly, so you could end up getting things that you didn't expect, which is fantastic news for you. Just had a couple of comments in here. Let's have a look. Kenneth Thatcher. Kenneth Thatcher, you are already my favourite person of the evening. You've donated to Shannon's GoFundMe page, which is fantastic news. Yeah, Nick Drew, I'm afraid, mate, you are out. Although I think a couple of the items that we've got up for grabs tonight, you've already got anyway. Now, I have mentioned Peter Haddock, so before we get to the proper part of the evening...
if you'd like the future of the construction sector beamed directly into your ears, simply search for Content with Media on iTunes or your preferred podcast platform. Your ears will thank you.
Right, on with the show, properly now. First up, we have this Liebherr drink bottle. I don't know how well you can see that. Just so you know, I actually hauled this thing all the way back from Las Vegas before the world went mad. So I can tell you it's tough. I don't know if you can hear that. In fact, it's made of the same steel that they use on Liebherr excavator booms. It's not really, I just made that up. But Liebherr was exhibiting at the Conexpo show and was celebrating the fact that it's been in the US market for 50 years, which I guess would give us a good starting point for our question. So to win this exclusive, heavy-duty, transatlantic drinks bottle, just answer this question in the comment section below. What precious metal is traditionally given as a 50th anniversary gift? I'm going to roll the timer just as soon as I can find it. It seems only right and proper that our friend Kenneth Thatcher has actually just won that. So congratulations, Kenneth. That's more than you, no less than you deserve after making a donation to the Shannon Fund. So well done on that. Please make sure you let me have your postal address so that I can get your prize to you. That'll be going in the post for you. Well, just as soon as I get your postal address. So congratulations, Kenneth. So who'd like a hat? Although you can't see them because I've got the camera facing the other way, basically, I have more than 20 branded baseball caps on the wall of my office. I've got hats from around the world, including a very smart one from Caterpillar that I picked up while I was in Japan, middle of last year. But I do have a favourite, and it's the Kinshofer hat that I'm wearing right now. I don't know if you can see that. It fits perfectly well on my massive head, and it's got a nice solid back as well, which I prefer. Now, I'm keeping this one, but I have one just like it to give away. So we need a question. Are you ready? The Kinshofer Group has a slogan. It's on the side of this hat, and I'll reveal that in a minute. And it's also on the top of the kinshofer.com website. To win this hat, or to win one identical to this, just tell me what that slogan is in the comment section down below, and I'll give you, if I can, a bit of a clue. I just hope I was showing you the right side of the hat there. So let's run the 10-second timer and hope that somebody can come on. It does appear to be a slight disconnect between me saying things and you guys responding, so I'm going to fudge it a little bit. I didn't need to fudge for very long. Our friend Conrad has picked up the Kinshofer hat. Well done, Conrad. That's great news. Conrad will get a mention a bit further on in the show because he is the UK man, the go-to guy for the Sleipner transportation system, and he's very kindly provided one of the gift sets for tonight as well. So congratulations, Conrad. I'll be getting that over to you very, very soon. Next up, we've got a couple of copies of my children's book, My Dad Drives a Digger. I think you can... never know which way to turn these things. I think you can probably see that. Before we give those away, just a very quick reminder. For the month of August, demolitionnews.com, which is me and my other guys and my other hat, is giving all the profits from its Amazon book sales to help Shannon Brazier and her family. So if you'd like to buy a copy of My Dad Does Demolition or Demolition 2051, please do so quickly so we can get some more money onto Shannon's fundraising page. You might also like to take a look at this one, which is also
You
on
might
Amazon.
think that a JCB digger and an iPad have very little in common. You'd be wrong. Check out why JCB is the apple of the digger world by Mark Anthony, exclusive to Amazon.
As the video just said, you can find all of our books on Amazon. Just search for either my name, Mark Anthony, or My Dad Does Demolition 2051, or Why JCB is the Apple of the Digger World. As I say, we've got 2 copies of My Dad Drives a Digger, which isn't on Amazon, funnily enough, to give away right here and right now. And this time, there's not a question. This book was written for children from roughly 4 to 8 years old. The chances are they were best suited to not you that's watching, but to a son or a daughter, or a grandson or granddaughter, or a niece or a nephew. And I've just realised I've written a niece or a nephew in my script. You'd never know I was a journalist for a living, would you? So to get one of the 2 copies, I'd just like you to type into the comments down below the video that you're watching now the first name of the child you'd like to give the book to. I'll give you another 10 seconds. Okay, well, we'll wait for the disconnect between me and you to catch up. We've had a couple of comments here, and I'm going to throw the first one up from Peter Haddock over at Content with Media, wishing Shannon and her family all the best from the team at Content with Media. Hope our donation will support you reaching your target. Well, they've already exceeded their target. So thanks for that, Peter. Much appreciated. But this one is probably more important. Samantha, I spoke to Sam yesterday. I think she's a friend of Shannon's. She's one of the people responsible for running that fundraising page, which, you know, hats off to you, Sam. We're doing a tiny little bit, but for the fact that you're doing what you're doing at a time when things are just unbelievably problematic for yourself and for Shannon's family. So hats off to you. Our best wishes along with Peter's as well. We've had a winner of the book, the first of the 2 books, Paul Latham. Paul Latham is planning to give one of the books to Lawrence. Don't know who Lawrence is. Hoping it's a son or a niece, or not niece, or a grandson or something like that. Another comment here from Kenneth Thatcher again. Get well soon. I'm sure that's aimed at Shannon as well. So yeah, as I say, the thoughts of the sector are behind you, Sam, and the cause that you're pushing there. So keep up the good work, and if we can send any more money in your direction, we certainly will. Right, let's get back to the prize giving. You can never have too much PPE, right? I know you're supposed to get it as an employee anyway, but you know, it's always nice to have a bit of spare. So how about a nice Rapallo high-vis vest all the way from Italy? I've already given you a bit of a clue and told you that Rapallo is in Italy, actually, haven't I? But to win this high-vis vest, I need you to tell me in the comment section below, what is the name of the city in which Rapallo is based? And I'll give you a hint. The answer can be found at repalo.it. That's repalo.it. It's fastest fingers first, as we have been doing. So run the timer and see if we can get a winner on that one as well. No winners on that one yet. I think what I'll do, I'll keep rolling, and then I'll go back and try and pick up where we've missed prizes out. Peter, good guess at Milan. It's not actually the one I'm looking for. So you need to check your map. Good evening from Jeff as well, Jeff Pinion. Samantha's back again. You really don't need to stick with this, Sam, but thanks anyway. Once again, we're all very grateful. Appreciate everything you've done. I'll about to drive. I'll catch up. Stay safe, all. Well, there's a message to live by. You stay safe as well, Sam. Give our best to Shannon as soon as you can. Hopefully, she'll be in a situation and a state to actually appreciate what you've been doing for her. So, all the very best to you. I will be coming back round to things like the books. We've still got a book to give away. We've still got some tea to give away. We've got a Rapallo Ivy's vest to give away. I'm just going to try and remember all of that. But next up, who fancies another hat? How about a nice, let's see if I can show you that, a nice JCB baseball cap, complete with the Union Jack under the peak, just to remind you where they come from. We just need a JCB question, I guess. Let me think. Got it. Get ready to type your answer in the comment section below. Fastest fingers first. You're ready? What do the initials JCB stand for? Our fastest fingers first is Peter Ferguson. Congratulations, Peter. Well done on that. Please be sure to send us your postal address so we can get that hat over to you. I don't know what you do for a living generally, Peter, but you really type that probably faster than I would have done it, as it happens. The right answer is, of course, Joseph Cyril Bamford, the founder of the company. It's time for the first of our two goodie bags. The first one comes from, it's here somewhere, comes from our friends over at, moving it the wrong way, Thwaites. We've got here a scale model of a 9-ton all-drive dumper, a woolly hat to keep your head warm, although can't really think you'll be needing that in the next few weeks, and a really smart Thwaites mug as well. To win this, just need to answer the following question in the comment section below. Are you ready? Thwaites is famously from Leamington Spa, but what is the name of the actual town in which the company's factory actually sits? I'm going to give you 10 seconds. I can see a few people are typing, but no answer as yet. I'm going to fudge for a little bit. We've got a model coming up next, but we're just waiting for somebody to win the Thwaites goodie bag, which is well worth having. Okay, I'm going to let that one keep ticking over as well. While we're waiting for that one, how about we bring on a model, first model of the evening. I've got here, what have I got here? If you can see that, that's a scale model of, what is it a scale model of? It's a scale model of the Mechalak MCR8. It's an excavator that we've featured in a recent episode of Diggers and Dozers Live, actually. You can check back and you can probably find that somewhere. Just going to interrupt myself. Kenneth Thatcher is on an absolute roll this evening. He's just won the Thwaites goodie bag as well. So congratulations, Kenneth or Ken. You obviously know your plant. Well done. In actual fact, we've had a few people. Oh, I just see what you've done there, Paul. Unfortunately, Paul Latham, I think autocorrect or spelling check has stuffed him up. I've got him saying clubbing tonight, and then unfortunately he came in just behind Kenneth to say Cubbington. So unfortunately, Kenneth gets the goodie bag. Paul, look, we'll try and do something for you. I'm not entirely sure what, but I will see if we can come up with something to send to you as well. So make sure you get me your address, and we'll hook you up. Now, I was talking about this MCR8 before I was rudely interrupted, basically by myself. It's part of a machine series that Mechalac calls its skid excavator range. To win for your chance to win that model there, I'm going to ask you a Mechalac related question. Okay, got it. The Mechalac skid excavator range, how many models does it comprise? And I'm going to start the timer right about now. No, okay. I'll put that to one side, and we'll just have to swing around. It does look as if we've got a real head-to-head between Peter and Kenneth on Facebook. But I'm not watching this on Facebook because then I start hearing myself. Peter Ferguson, Peter, you have won. It is 3. It is, I can't remember what the model numbers are, but there are 3 models in the MCR range of skid excavators. So congratulations on that. Sorry, Michael, we got your answer, but you were just seconds behind our friend Peter. But keep watching because there's more to be given away. What have we got next? Oh yeah, we've got a weird one for you next. In fact, it's so weird, it's actually got its own video. Get ready, and I'll tell you more in a second. Do you ever travel with a hard hat? If you do, then you'll know just how unwieldy and cumbersome they can be. But during a recent trip to Japan, I came across a suitable alternative. This is a collapsible hard hat. As far as we can tell, these hard hats have just one slight drawback, and that's their name. As you can see, it folds down to less than half its normal size, so it packs into a backpack, a briefcase, or into the boot of your car as well. And we've got one to give away. So, as my evil twin just explained, I actually carted this thing all the way back from Japan, and it's been clogging up my office pretty much ever since. So it does seem fitting that we ask a question that is somehow Japanese in flavour. Once again, fastest fingers first, answers in the comments section below. While I was in Japan, I actually travelled on their high-speed train, runs at a speed of 320 kilometres an hour. What's the name of that train? Did we get? I can see people typing. Just catching up with some comments there. Kenneth Thatcher had guessed at 9 models in the skid excavator range. Hey, listen, you might just be ahead of your time. There may well be at some point in the future. Does it, Peter Ferguson? It's a good question actually, and I will answer it. Does the hard hat meet BS standard kite mark? Believe it or not, when I got back, I was so impressed with what I'd seen because I got to wear one of these for a little while. I actually looked it up, and you can buy these on Amazon. And yes, they are available with a British Standard kite mark, or did I say a British Standard? Was it an EU one? I actually can't remember, but I did look it up because I was actually thinking about getting some branded. But there you are, Peter. In addition to asking a question, you've just won yourself. You'll be very pleased to know that you've won yourself a Dick helmet. Congratulations. We are going to be traveling from Japan to Finland shortly, but I just need to pop back very quickly. I just want to give you a quick reminder, we are still trying to raise funds for Shannon Brazier, the young demolition worker who was seriously injured on a site in Essex last week. There's a link to a fundraiser page in the description below this video. If you can spare a few pounds, that would be fantastic. I would certainly be grateful, and I'm sure our family would be even more grateful. So please do what you can. Right, where were we? Yes, Finland. Those fine folks at Sleipner, represented in the UK by our friend Conrad, have very kindly provided us with the second of tonight's goodie bags. This one contains a baseball cap, which I think I've got here. There you go. That's the baseball cap. Very smart it is too. There is a very, very smart leather belt that goes with it. Let's see if I can show you that. Not sure how well the camera will pick up that belt buckle, but that's what it looks like. There's a pen and a USB thumb drive in there as well. All of that will be going to the first person to answer the following question. Again, fastest finger first, down in the comment section below. Are you ready? What is the capital of Finland? Yeah, I can see a few bits and pieces being typed there. We'll wait for that one to kick through. We have got another hat coming up, by the way. It's an Arden hat, so get your Arden knowledge ready, because it's going to come in handy very, very soon. Peter Ferguson. Peter, you are the brains of Diggers and Dozers Live. You are absolutely right. It is Helsinki. Helsinki is the capital of Finland, and very nice it is too. Kenneth, you got the right answer, but your fastest fingers weren't quite fast enough on this occasion. Yeah, you see, Peter has just said that his wife is actually from Finland, which gives him an unfair advantage. So now you know why he was banned in the first place. As I said, time for another hat. As I say, this one is from our friends at Arden Equipment, the attachments manufacturer. Can you see that? I think you probably can. That's what that looks like. We're not going to mess about because we've already taken up a fair chunk of your evening. So a very straightforward question for this one. Are you ready? In which country is Arden Equipment based? People feverishly searching the web just to find out exactly where they're from. The name of the company is actually in the a bit of a clue if you know your European geography. As I say, I can still see a few people typing away there. We are getting dangerously close to the end of the show. And as soon as we've got a winner for that one, we will start to pull out the big guns. I've got a bunch of jackets up next, which we'd love to give away. Paul Latham, well done, Paul. You have just bagged yourself an Arden hat. So we can move. Kenneth, unfortunately, you are always the bridesmaid, never the bride. You're second again, I'm afraid. Comment here from Conrad. Congratulations on winning the Sleipner package, Peter. So yes, absolutely, congratulations. As I say, Peter, let us have your postal address so that we can get you hooked up with your goodies. Now, I mentioned the fact that I've got jackets. I did mention jackets, didn't I? I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but this is what it looks like. There you go. Can you see that? Doesn't really do it justice, but we've got three of those. Three Hyundai Jackets. We've got two blue ones, both of which are double XL in size, and a black one that is a large. Obviously never worn. Two of them are still in the bag. I'm not entirely sure where the other one is. Why the other one isn't, I think it just fell out the bag on its way back from a trip to Belgium. Don't ask. So we're going to do this to make sure that everyone gets a fair crack at this. we are going to do this in 3 parts, so each one gets a jacket. So if you win a jacket, don't bother entering because I won't let you win another one. I thought we'd start with double XL blue jacket. Just while we're doing that, comment come in here from Paul. Just so happens it's where we're travelling through France. He's actually travelling through France, and France was the answer. You see, sometimes fate, it's just meant to be. So congratulations, Paul. So back to this jacket. Double XL blue jacket will probably suit somebody of about my build, I guess. Sad though it is, I'm carrying some post-COVID weight. What can I tell you? The question to win this superb jacket is as follows, and you might want to take a moment to open up the Hyundai Construction Equipment European website for this one. We're actually going to give you 30 seconds on this one because it's maybe not one that will be easily brought to hand. So, are you ready? The question to win the blue double XL jacket is, according to Hyundai Construction Equipment's European website, what is the operating weight of the HX 900L excavator? What is the operating weight of the HX 900L excavator? And your time starts now. I apologise. You have no idea what a fine balancing act that I have to do with these things. Because I'm talking for, 31 minutes, I do find I get a very dry mouth. But if I drink too much, I end up being desperate to go to the loo. We've had an answer. We've had an answer in from Kenneth to say 90 tons. Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But that's not actually what it is. I'll give you a clue. It's a wee bit bigger than that. The actual answer is on the Hyundai Construction Equipment European website. Excuse me 1 second. Drank too fast. So I'm going to keep this one rolling because in fact, I'll give it another couple of seconds because there are people typing as we speak. I'll tell you what, let's. Yeah, Peter, it's a good answer, but again, that's not right either. I'll give you both a clue. It is a bit bigger than that. Oh, it's a bit heavier than that. No, we're getting lots of 88,000 kilos, but that's not the answer. I'm going to give you another 30 seconds, which hopefully will allow you the time to pop on over there and have a look for yourself. So, are you ready? Go. We've had another answer in from Kenneth Thatcher. Ken, it's sorry, mate. You're so close. You're so close. You're mere pounds out, but it's still not the right answer, I'm afraid. And I will tell you, the next question for the second of the two jackets is going to be of a similar style. So you might want to take a moment and have a look at the European website for Hyundai Construction Equipment. Yeah, we're still getting lots and lots of wrong answers. No, none of those are right, I'm afraid, people. Peter, it's a good guess, but no. Ken, no, that's not right either, I'm afraid. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you another quick breather, and if that doesn't work, then we'll come back to that one after we've done the next jacket. But as I say, the question for the next one is of a similar nature. So it might pay somebody to actually crack open the Hyundai website. But let's give you another 30 seconds and see if we can get somebody to walk away with one of these jackets. Wow, that one's proved harder than I expected it to be. I tell you what, we'll park that one to one side, but again, the next question is going to be equally taxing, I think, and you will need access to that Hyundai website to get the answer. So I'm going to crack on with the second one, and hopefully we can swing back around and pick up where we left off. Well, no, we don't need to do that. Kenny Thatcher, you are an absolute star, and you're a star in a bright blue Hyundai jacket. You've got the right answer. Well done, mate. 118,000 kilograms it is. My guess, as with all of these things, is it's one of those things where I guess over a period, it's probably started out as 90 tons, hence the 900 nomenclature, and then it's gradually got bigger and bigger. But Ken, you've got yourself a nice jacket. Jeff, your answer has just come in. And unfortunately, my guess is you're watching on YouTube while Ken is watching on Facebook. And we have found in the past that the comments do tend to arrive slightly slower from YouTube. And I don't know why that is, but what can I tell you? So, Jeff, you didn't win this time. But as I say, there is another question coming up. Hopefully, you'll get it this time. The second of the blue Hyundai XXL size jackets. And as I said, we're going to stick with the Hyundai European website for the answer. Are you ready? According to the Hyundai European website, the largest model in its range of wheel loaders has an operating weight of 30,800 kilograms. But what is the name or model number of that machine? Go. I would imagine the European Hyundai website is probably enjoying a spike in traffic right about now. Not got a correct answer as yet. Just a quick word of warning: with the next prize to come up will be a black Hyundai jacket. As I mentioned earlier, this time it's a large. Peter Ferguson. Peter. Yeah, Peter, you've got the right answer there. So you've got yourself a jacket. It is indeed the HL980A. Congratulations. You got yourself a nice blue jacket. Sorry, Martin, you're just a little bit too slow there, unfortunately. So, yeah, Peter's got the jacket this time. But we do have another one. We've got a black one. It's a large, and it's probably the smarter of the three jackets, if I'm being completely honest. So we just need another Hyundai question. Although it means that you're going to have to do a bit of research over at the European website again, I'm going to give this to the first person that can answer the following question in the comments below. Get ready, because we're talking compact excavators as listed on Hyundai's European website. The question is, the smallest model of compact excavator shown on Hyundai's European website is the HX10A. But what is its stated engine power? And I'm going to give you another 30 seconds to come up with the answer. Who we've got here? All a bit of a blur. The answers are flashing up before my eyes. Ken, I should have just popped around your house and sat down with you and just handed you a bunch of goodies, shouldn't I? Kenneth Thatcher has won it was the black jacket, I think, wasn't it? I think it was. We'll sort that out in post, and it looks like there's a box of stuff coming to your house, Ken, or Kenneth rather. So congratulations on that, Martin. Unfortunately, you got the right answer, just a little too slow, and Lee, you were a little too slow as well. To all our winners, and I'm going to loop back because I think there are a few bits and pieces that we didn't manage to give away. Just in actual fact, while I'm filling here, if you weren't here at the start of the show, we've got 10 packs of tea, Make Mine a Builder's tea to give away. All you need to do to get one of those packs is type the word tea below. I'm not going to announce winners and that kind of thing, but if you're among the first two, or among the first 10 rather, we'll get you sorted out with some tea. In actual fact, that's really kind of you, Kenneth. He's put the black jacket, I think, back into the box. So the next person that got the right answer was actually Martin Douglas. So Martin, you just lost out, and then thanks to the kindness of our friend Kenneth Thatcher, you've just won. So Martin, make sure you get me your postal address so that we can get you that jacket with our compliments and quite possibly with Kenneth's compliments as well. Fantastic stuff. So we've got all 3 jackets have gone out the door. Let's have a look what we got here. Yeah, comment from Peter. Peter, unfortunately, has the unenviable task of listening to my voice rather too often, and he can tell I'm starting to rasp a little. There is a drink set by my side, but I'm a man of a certain age, and I need to monitor my bladder. So I'm holding off and holding off. So we've got a couple of winners of the tea: Paul Latham, Peter Ferguson, Kenneth Thatcher, all getting tea, so that's fantastic news. So here we are, the final prize and the final question. I do appreciate you sticking with us for so long. Now, according to eBay, the prize we're about to give away, which I'm going to show you in a second, actually fetches upwards of £100. So hopefully those of you that have stuck around for a while will believe it to be worthwhile. The final prize is a scale model of a Liebherr R938V excavator, one of their latest excavators. So we're going to round off round off the show with just one final question, and then we can call it a day and we can all get on with our evenings. So to round off the big giveaway, let's stick with that machine, the R938V, as our theme. So put your Liebherr thinking hats on, and congratulations, Jeff. You've got some tea coming to you as soon as I've got your postal address. Right, the final question. The R938 excavator is part of a new generation of Liebherr excavators. What is the name or the number given to that new generation? And I'm going to give you 30 seconds, although it'll only take a second to actually press the button. Paul Latham has answered electronic. It's not, unfortunately. Conrad has answered stage V. No, it's not. If you've been watching for about the last 44 minutes, you'll know that the person with the correct answer, Kenneth Thatcher. I wish you'd type in the comments there, Kenneth, what you actually do for a living, because it seems to me that you're just a mine of information. You obviously know plant way better than I do. Not that that's saying a great deal, but you've just won yourself best part of 100 quid's worth of model there. So congratulations. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Make sure you let me have your address, because there's a box of goodies headed your way, Kenneth. You've been an absolute star tonight, and we really appreciate you taking part. That just about wraps up the show, I guess. I really appreciate you all taking part. And massive congratulations to everyone that's won a prize. If you managed to get past Kenneth Thatcher, you've done it remarkably well, because the guy was on an absolute roll this evening. Please don't forget, if you are one of the prize winners, let me have your postal address so that I can send you a prize on to you in the next day or two. All that remains, I guess, is to ask you once again if you can find a few pounds or a few euros or a few dollars to spare to support the Shannon Brazier Fund and her family, obviously, as well. If you look below this video, you will see we've added a link there to the fund. It's also the lead story on demolitionnews.com as well. There's details there. It's just literally one click. You pledge the money, and that's it. That's it. That's all there is. As I say, it's a worthy cause with Shannon. So if you can give any, that would be great. Now there's an interesting one. I don't know how many people we've got watching here, but we've had Conrad over at Sleepner come on, and he's got another one of their belts. And where have I put it? I've got the belt here. It's one of these. We've already given one of these away as part of a goodie bag. But he's offering one for auction. So can somebody make a donation to that fund and let me know when you've done it? I'll open up the website myself now, and the first person that says they've done it and can verify that here as well will win that belt. You'll have to bear with me. I'm fudging a little here because I don't actually know what I'm doing, but as I say, just fudging at the moment. Now, when I left the fund earlier, it was at £3,990. It's topped the £4,000 mark, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm just waiting for an additional donation to be made. Just while we're doing that, just have a very quick look at this, which I think is a very worthwhile point to make. Kenneth has rightly said, and I'll come back to Kenneth in a second. He has actually suggested that that Shannon's family, if they're not still watching, I will drop them a line afterwards, that they get in touch with the Lighthouse Club. I would certainly suggest that for two reasons, really. I won't bore you with the details, but my former business partner died in very unfortunate circumstances some years ago, and he had been a long-term, like I have, a long-term subscriber to the Lighthouse Club, and they were very, very helpful to his family in the aftermath of that. But also, I know that Peter Haddock has done a lot of work towards trying to replenish the funds that the Lighthouse Club has got. Obviously, COVID crisis has prevented them from hosting some of their big money events, so their coffers not quite bare, but I would imagine they are somewhat depleted. So if somebody would like to make a donation over to Shannon's fund and let me know they've done that, we'll get that belt organised for you. But I will certainly drop a line over to Shannon's family with a link through to the Lighthouse Club. Not seeing that yet. That may well happen off air, I guess. Yeah, I mentioned I was going to go back to Kenneth Thatcher. I did actually ask him earlier on how he came to be so knowledgeable. I think that explains it. He's got 35 years in plant, which is actually 2 more than me, but he quite clearly knows way more than I do. So you've been an absolute star tonight, Kenneth. You go away with a big box of goodies with our compliments. Peter Haddock has just responded as well. all the details of the Lighthouse Club construction charity. Yeah, absolutely. We'll get those fired over to Shannon's family as well. Peter Ferguson is suggesting a hot toddy. Well, unfortunately, Peter, you don't know me. I don't drink. If I just tell you, I used to. I'm a journalist. I used to, and that's a large reason why I don't anymore. We're just babbling now, so I'm going to call it a day. I just want to remind you about one very, very quick thing. On the 26th of August, we're going to be hosting another live stream show to look at the new Komatsu D71 PXI dozer that I saw, and that Peter Haddock saw, and that many other people saw over at ConExpo in Las Vegas back in March, just before the world went mental. And as part of looking at that dozer, we're actually going to be giving away a scale model of the machine to one lucky viewer on the night. It's only the one giveaway that night. I'm not entirely sure how I go about banning Kenneth on that night, but I'll see if I can do something to keep him out of the stream. So if you have missed out tonight, or if you just like dozers, be sure to tune in at 6 p.m. UK time on the 26th of August. I'm going to refresh Shannon's fund one more time just to see if I can get a final tally, and let's have a look. No, as far as I can see, it does seem stuck at the 4,000 mark. So if you do make a donation, drop me a line. You've got my email address, markanthony1965@gmail.com. First one that sends over details, a screenshot or something like that proves that you've made a donation. We will get in touch with Conrad, and you will get yourself a very nice leather belt that you can wear with pride. Until then, we'll see you soon. Really appreciate you taking part. I appreciate even more the fact that you've cleared my office. I'll be able to walk in unaided now without falling flat on my face. So that's all good. Thanks again. Take care. Look after yourselves. And I'll see you all again very, very soon.